Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the Midcoast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been rolling in since o'clock in Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm about to blow. Breeze walking through the honky tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the shops and it's away we go.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's version of Wuzzup. I'm Larry Sidelinger. The mayor of the mills over here, Bobby Whear. We got Dinah Day behind the camera, TV, Toby on the floor. We're ready for the next 30 minutes of a good time here, Bobby.
Yep.
What's new up in the mills?
Well, it's
You got some new wheels.
got some new wheels. Dealing with trying to pick a vanity plate.
I don't give your secret away.
No, I'm not. I'm just gonna.
But you'll be able to see you'll know who it is driving this new car.
Right. So anyway, it's amazing. You go online and you search through the registry. It's amazing what plates aren't available. It's what people have already taken. But anyway, it's.
So I've got a question for you. Being a Boston boy that you are, big sports fan of Boston, what is going on with the Patriots?
Well, anyway, I think.
I know you're a hockey guy, but what's going on with the football deal?
Well, I don't know. I think a lot of people, a lot of the players are thinking, it's just the wave, and the wave's going down, and the wave's going down. But
tide's going out and it ain't coming in.
Anyway, when people, I'm like a fair weather Patriots fan, but when I have no interest in watching the game.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
No.
And that's, So.
No, I have internet TV, so sometimes I can get the game, sometimes I can't.
Yep.
I couldn't get it last week.
Yep.
Who cares? I went out and raked leaves and cleaned the gutters.
Right.
Oh,
you don't have a blower yet?
I got a blower, but I got a lawnmower that just sucks them all up, and and it works out pretty good. So. What's new in the news this week?
Well, I think you and I both saw this coming. RSU 40 voters, Waldoboro, Friendship, Washington. They don't, think about it. 81 million. Larry, I don't think I've ever heard of any project that big since I've been doing Wuzzup.
It's almost the sister project of what's going on in Booth Bay.
Yeah.
They got a $60, $70 million, $80 million project down there, and I sympathize with the voters. That's a heck of a lot of money. Yeah. But if they're going to have to do something, 5 years from now, it'll be $100 million or more.
Yeah. Well,
there's got to be a happy medium somewhere.
Well,
I don't know what
maybe
it's going to be.
Maybe they should just attack it one school at a time. Like Bristol. They're to 7-8 million. I think people could deal with that.
Yeah, but if Bristol's just putting on a small addition down there. Even still, $6 or $7 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
For a small town.
81 million.
81 million. It's and you break that down 5 ways, and that's still $15, $16 million per town. The outside athletic facilities are in really hard shape. Football field, baseball fields are in very difficult shape. And individual, I guess the rooms, the facilities. They got that new junior high over there. And they've had all kinds of water issues.
Well,
that school is 10 years old?
Well, I know. I remember that Nobleboro School was built, and they're talking about there's some serious maintenance needed there, and that's relatively a new school.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. What do you know about this Recovery Community Center settling in Newcastle? Is that where the old, as you go across go underneath the underpass on the left-hand side there?
It was a nutrition store.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, they're up and running. I stopped in there at the beginning, and, the gal, Abigail Bowden, she is all gung-ho with this thing. So anyway, the article reads, there was a lot of heavy hitters there.
Yeah.
There was Mr. Smith, he's the head of the drug task force for the state of Maine. He was there. And so we had, Holly Stober was there. So this is the outfit that was in. They were originally opened a community center in Booth Bay, but they felt, I heard through the grapevine, they felt isolated down there. They weren't serving the general public being way down there. Then they went and they pitched Wiscasset, as we all know, not in my backyard type of thing. And so now it seems like they just went in and did it.
Yeah.
No public meetings, no nothing. They signed a lease, they went in, they did it, and here's our recovery center.
Yeah.
And
nobody seems to be upset about it.
I'll tell you, Larry, it's a perfect location.
Is it?
Yeah, perfect. So it can service the general public. There's a lot of traffic in that area, and I don't think it'll be as noticeable as in a residential neighborhood.
It's not. It is residential. There's some apartments there, and a little bit of residential, but it is, like you say, a little bit of commercial stuff.
And it's right near the high school. I mean, the kids if there's kids that need services, like kids that are thinking about recovery, kids that are in recovery, or a kid in recovery can bring a kid that's thinking about recovery, they can come into this building and talk to other people. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So anyway.
Another controversial is that what's going on over there at Great Salt Bay. They dismissed the individuals. The case is in the Portland Supreme Court.
Correct.
Superior Court, I should say, down there. And that's. I don't think we've heard the end of this one yet. Well,
they're letting the school committee and they're not suing individuals anymore. So
right.
Anyway, they're going after the AOS 93 probably.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, and there'll probably be some kind of a settlement with no, I don't know, one of those deals where nobody's at fault here, but we're going to settle up anyway.
Yeah.
We don't want to admit guilt or we don't want to admit innocence, but we'll just settle in. Here's the cash settlement and take it or leave it.
Speaking of schools, the Wiscasset School Committee, they got a special meeting for Monday, November 13th about the future of Principal Gina Stevens.
That's an interesting one. She wants to have an open public forum.
Yeah.
And of course, school board doesn't want any part of that.
No. They don't want that. So anyway, they would look what's happening. Public forums don't seem to work.
I remember,
the whole,
a long time ago, my friend up to the Noble School, Wilder there, he got in one of these deals and he wanted a public, and there was public back and forth, and it didn't bode well either side. Side. So
it can backfire. But.
It's interesting. Three kind of controversial things four on the very first columns we talk about, Bobby, from schools. But we got a positive there. New ownership of the gym over there in Waldorf.
Yeah,
Stephanie Rickard, that used to own Supplies Unlimited, Jane's daughter.
Yeah, right.
And her husband, Shane.
They're going to have Panthers Gym. And so, anyway, Shane and Stephanie are going to give it a shot over there. It's a nice building. It's a nice location. It's very
perfect
accessible.
Location for something like that.
Yeah.
And my brother used to go there all the time before they closed down, and then I think he's going to go back.
Sure.
Yeah.
How about this Dave Kramer? I've seen Dave around. Dave's the type of guy. He's got that face, you know what I mean? He lives in Noblesboro. He's a retired, decorated U.S. Air Force officer. And how about this? He founded the Bates College soccer team.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Did you see on the Portland News that the Bates...
Number 7 in the country, huh?
Yeah. They won their first NCAA championship.
A playoff game, wasn't it? Playoff game, yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's... Dave Kramer, interesting guy. What's this? Regional Childhood Care Desert? What's this? Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was all about.
Yeah.
They're trying to do some kind of collaborative child care with the YMCAs along the coast here.
Well, they're saying that unless kids get child care early, they can definitely go on the wrong path. So,
well,
anyway,
it certainly is a problem in our society. Is child care?
Yeah,
it's a huge problem.
Mm-hmm.
My wife works it and deals with it every single day with the Head Start program, and it's just there's not enough teachers, there's not enough help. There's so many kids that have the need, and well, Bobby, that's a page 1. Pretty nice picture there. Jonathan Riley got to the school bus. Back in. Veggies to Table got another grant. She's a good grant writer. There's no question there.
Yeah, she's
after every grant there is. She's good for her.
Yeah, she's in the paper every week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Every week.
Yeah.
I mean, her husband's kind of a little shy, but he's in it this week, so maybe he's breaking out of his shell.
Maybe.
Anyway, the Damariscotta, we talked a little bit about the Damariscotta YMCA American Legion merger.
Yeah, I had a little conversation with Casey Clark Kelly, the executive director down there last night at the Business After Hours, and she said it's a process, a lot of money, a lot of retrofitting has to be done. And I mean, it's a logical move for her. I still question why the Legion wants to move out of town.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a better move for the Y than it is for the Legion.
That's the way I look at it.
That's the way I feel.
That's the way I look at it. So, that's kind of an iconic building there. I remember when that building was built, when the bar downstairs was built in the early 70s, and Chick Bowers and Carol Lerman were instrumental in getting that built. And they both were craftsmen, and it shows because the bar to this day, 50 plus years later, is still great shape. But it's interesting. I know the membership of Ryan Coffin's a new commander down there.
Said 80 new members?
He says he got 80 new members.
I didn't even think there was 80 members.
Oh yeah, there's 300 some odd members.
No kidding.
But it's the same old thing. There's about 20 that are involved and go on a regular basis. So I'm not sure. Not sure how that's all going to play out, because that's a valuable piece of property at the same time too.
Yeah, we had a well-attended panel discussion at the library. It was
we filmed that actually.
Finding Our Voices.
Yeah, Finding Our Voices. We filmed that, and the boys are editing as we speak.
Yeah.
And Patricia McLean was the host of that. Her husband was Don McLean, American Pie.
No kidding.
And that went through. It was public knowledge 5-6 years ago. Right. They went through a very messy divorce, and she's put a voice, she's finding her voices to domestic abuse, domestic violence and stuff. So
Newcastle town manager is Kevin Sutherland. He's rolling up his sleeves.
Yeah, have you met him yet?
I think I met him. You like him?
Don't know, I met him.
Oh, I think I did meet him. He likes the staff. He likes the setup at the town office. So.
I wonder if he's moved up here because he lives in Hancock.
Yeah.
Which is quite a stroll from here. That's down below Ellsworth.
Yeah, that's more than a stroll.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, Damariscotta comp plan update. They're talking about active living. There's going to be a meeting tonight, folks, 6 p.m. If you're not there, you missed it. So, anyway, so they're talking about bike paths and walking paths and sidewalks and all the stuff that keeps people comfortable when they exercise. Yeah, it's funny that Quimby, that Mrs. Quimby Roxanne Quimby was the one that gave the grant to the Veggies to Table.
Right. Yeah. You know who her claim to claim was?
No.
She was Burt's Bees.
Oh, okay.
She was the inventor. Her ex-husband was the original founder of Burt's Bees.
I know people that swear by that stuff.
Yeah.
Made
her very, very wealthy. I can't remember who bought her out, but somebody did, and they paid gazillions of dollars for it.
Well, what's Alna's next project?
Well, they've tabled the road committee.
Why can't they? Why do they table things?
I don't know.
Things.
Well, they gotta go hire a lawyer, probably. I don't know, Bobby.
Well, they don't have any money for a lawyer. So anyway, I don't know. It seems like Alna, they just keep putting people on the back burner. But I don't think Jeff Verney is the road commissioner there. I don't think he's too happy with the way they're. The way they're treating him. They want to set up a road commission of 5 people. That's asking for trouble, I think.
Sure does sound
so
like a problem.
They're going to put 5 people in a car. They're going to drive around Alna and see what the problems are. Come on. I don't know.
I know he's a friend, but what Newcastle's done with Seth Hager, making him the road commissioner and giving him a budget, up to $100,000 or whatever you can spend a year to repair culverts and ditches and whatnot like that. And they've got a 5-year comprehensive plan on how to fix the roads. And I think he's done a pretty good job of it so far.
Yep.
We're struggling in Damariscotta to try to come up with the same type of an idea because we've got some roads that are really, really in tough shape. And it's a never-ending battle.
As
we speak this morning, it's snowing outside. So
Yep.
last Thursday it was 75 degrees. So.
Yep. What about this thing going on with Wiscasset with the nuclear waste? Did you see this?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, so anyway, what they did was they valued the property over there on Westport Island at a certain figure, and then the town of Wiscasset hired their own appraiser, and that person came up with a figure that was like astronomically higher than what the previous valuation was fixed at $31 million when the company and the town entered an agreement in 2005, and that agreement's expired. So now the town of Wiscasset. So
it's worth 3 times as much, $90 million now.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, plus the spent fuel is still there.
Yeah.
But
well, it's going to double the property taxes at that rate.
That's right.
So,
yeah. Wiscasset Elementary School, they got a ecology club over there. That's a fun thing, and it's going into their second year. And so they go out and visit. Well, basically, it gets them outside. So anyway.
Well, what's going on the inside? Do you know this Charlotte Gulazani?
I've heard of her.
Gulazarian, I think is her.
I've heard of her. I've heard of her, Larry. I heard she's a real firecracker, and this article proves
she's
the
a
fact.
braider.
Huh?
She's a braider. She makes braided rugs.
Yes, she does.
My mother used to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a new Marine Patrol officer. That's not an easy job.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's going to be. His name is Amos Abbott. He's in the Marine Patrol Field Training Program right now, but he's going to cover Friendship, Waldoboro, and Cushing.
Boy, is he going to earn his stripes.
Boy, I'll tell you what. Anyway,
yeah. And congratulations to Haley Pekalski.
Yeah.
What a lovely gal she is.
Yeah.
And a great athlete. She's
fantastic athlete.
Catcher in softball. She's on the basketball team. She's probably the best defensive player on the basketball team.
Yep. And
I don't know what she's soccer in the fall.
She holds all kinds of coaches awards.
Yeah.
Coaches love her. So
she is driven and dedicated.
Yep.
And her folks are at every game.
Yep.
A sport and with sisters. She's got 2 sisters.
Yep.
A younger one and an older one. Just great family.
Yep. Waldoboro Historical Society, they're going to honor on Saturday. Saturday is Veterans Day, folks, and the Waldoboro Historical Society is going to honor our veterans. And they got a Paul Revere bell over there.
Yeah, Veterans Day's coming up Saturday.
Yep, it is.
Yep.
We got a new woman, Allie Stevenson, Communication Director, Midcoast Conservancy. She's getting a check from Melissa Barber. Marissa Barber is another busy lady, but she is now the King Lion over there at the Waldoboro Lions Club. So, now just to throw a little wrench in the mix over there in Alna, they got a new code enforcement officer, and who would I don't know who would take that job. Somebody who's a code enforcement officer in other towns. He's a code enforcement officer.
Oh, he's from Boothbay Harbor.
Yeah.
That's about as far away from Alna as you can get in Lincoln County.
Yeah. So, code enforcement officers, I remember years ago, they just did one town.
Yeah.
But now, these code enforcement officers, they do 3-4 towns. I remember Stan Waltz in his heyday. He had 4 or 5 towns, I believe.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we got a farm over there in Whitefield.
Is that the girl that she's going to go ride horses or something? I think it is, isn't it?
Well, yeah, she's also talking about she does herbal healing and things like herbal medicine. She does workshops on this stuff. But anyway, her and her family have fallen in love with the Netherlands. They love it over there. So anyway, but they're going to be going over to Italy and Ireland first, and. So
it was interesting looking at all the state referendums. The Pine Tree Power thing, they got shot down 2-1.
Right.
And the right to have somebody fix your car, these small garages and whatnot, which we have a ton of them here in Lincoln County and probably all over the state of Maine.
Yep.
That was beaten 5 or 6-1.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who comes up with these referendums?
Yep.
Who comes up with these referendums?
Olna actually had a Spirit of America award.
Who did they give that to?
Wow, they gave that to Doreen Conboy. She's a musician. She's an artist. She, according to Ed Pentalari, everything that he ever asks of her, she fulfills his wishes and does an exemplary job with whatever he asks. So, anyway, Somerville's got a new road commissioner. Did you ever solve that Hager-Somerville thing over there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I still think that's going on. So they got a new road commissioner over there, Donald Whitmer Keene. And Chris Johnson and Don Chase, they voted to appoint Nick Fortune. He's from Washington. He's got his own excavation company. So I suppose you have to have your own excavation.
Oh, I would think so.
You would have to have your own company if you.
There's a nice editorial
Yep.
that Charlene Boynton wrote there. I didn't realize that she'd written all about all the veterans and stuff over the years.
Yep.
Kind of didn't think too much about it.
Right. So anyway, Paula Roberts is a nice looking fox, nice healthy looking fox up on Flag Road in Jefferson, and they got craft fairs. A lot of craft fairs. Croswell Christian School, they're having their craft fair on November 18th. And here's a nice thing to go to. Jan Kilburn, their studio is on Bristol Road, and the Kafalfa studio is on Bristol Road. And the two of them are going to combine for a holiday art reception, and it's going to be on this Sunday, November 12th. And folks, if you want to see two fantastic artists, you should check those. They got the addresses right here. Jan Kilburn is at 168 Bristol Road. And,
the editorial, and this is a little morbid, but that AR-15, AR-10 done by Dr. Lyons, he explained what the difference is between an AR-15 and just a regular rifle.
Yep.
And boy, it's frightening. It's frightening.
Yeah.
It really is.
And you can buy them. You can buy that rifle just as easy as you can buy the other rifle.
It seems that way. Yeah. It seems that way. Hattie Roots is helping the GSB kids make flutes and friendships. That's cool.
I wonder what they make the flute out of.
I don't know.
Bamboo, maybe?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I'll have to ask Haley.
Yeah, the Westport Island, they're going to revamp their meeting schedule. They're going to move from Thursdays 4 to 6 on Wednesdays. And
boats coming out of the town landing. Now that's important stuff. That's coming out next week.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and there's something else important coming up too, and that's going to be a polar plunge that the Chamber of Commerce is going to sponsor on December 30th at the town landing.
You're going to film it, or you're going to swim?
I'm going to film it. I'm not jumping in the water December 30th.
Yeah. I think Reddy's has got bathing suits on sale.
They could have. I don't know.
This time of year.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
We got
Village of Lights. They're going to deployment. They're going to do that coming right up.
November 16th, you got Java and Jams fundraiser. That's at Lincoln Academy, and that gig there, it supports the trip for the band to go to New York City in the spring, next spring.
Fun one. We're going to film this one. This Damascotta historical show.
Yeah.
This guy is a really
Jeffrey Miller.
Yeah, he's a real deal. I mean, he's studied under some really high-end blacksmiths. Worked at Sturbridge Village for a long time. He knows his stuff. So
the thing about there's no halfway in being a blacksmith.
Nah.
You're either a blacksmith or you're not a blacksmith.
That's exactly right.
I think.
We're getting down here, Bobby. We got to keep moving right along. What a surprise there. They lost Dr. J. Allen. I didn't realize.
He had quite a life, this guy.
Yeah, he sure did. He was a young man, too.
Yep, a lot of children.
Yeah.
He trucked them all over the world.
Yeah, and I'll tell you a guy that we lost. Of course, he hasn't lived around here for a long time. Is Lee Riley from New Harbor.
Yes.
What a character he was.
Yeah. He pretty much relocated to Florida.
He did.
Family did.
Family's all down there and everything. Yeah. Boy, he was a big fisherman back in the 70s and early 80s.
Boy, Sammy Chapman here, he's 16 years old from Jefferson. He's got a smile on his face, boy. He's got a 10-point buck.
Yeah, I think that is my buddy Sam Chapman's grandson.
Yep.
Of Waldeboro.
Yep.
And they're a big hunting family, boy. That's a big
Is
buck.
that Derek Chapman's son?
Nephew.
Okay.
Nephew.
Yep. You heard it on Wuzzup. We got family trees.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
How about the Lincoln Academy? This is so cool. They're working with the Darling Center, which is, what a match that is, to have high school kids work with graduate students.
Sure is. I mean, we had the benefit here this summer with the interns here at LCTV.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Yep.
Great fun.
And folks, if you want to see some great pictures, Ivan Fly collection is down at the library.
Yep.
And here's a picture right here in the article. I mean, who knew there was a gas station right at the bridge?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I remember when there was a gas station there.
Okay, Larry, who owned that gas station?
Well, I don't know who owned that one, but Bob Kimmick owned it at one time.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. When I was a young man, Bob Kimmick owned it.
Actually, I think we're going to have Larry give guided tours of the Ivan Fly collection. That'll be Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Bring your own coffee.
Yeah, Larry will be on his way to the high school championship football game in Hamden.
Yeah.
Potomac and Oceanside.
Yeah.
3 o'clock game. We're going to live stream.
State championship.
Regional championship. Regional championship.
Yep.
Yeah. Boy, they let a pile of brook trout go down Ross's Pond.
Boy, they sure did.
Yeah. Got me thinking maybe next spring that might be where I might have to drop a fly.
And the comprehensive plan in Bristol is really ramping up. They're about ready to, they're having meetings on the comp plan right now. They're about ready to print it out, but they're getting input from the public.
Yeah. Yeah, well, like we said earlier, the Panthers from Waldoboro are playing the Mariners from Oceanside in soccer championship at 3 o'clock. Game, we're going to go on the air about 2:30 with a pregame show, and LCTV.org for anybody that's interested in. And outside of that, they're the only team locally that didn't get beat moving forward. So
Lincoln Academy girls had a good show. They placed third in the Class B state cross country championship.
Yeah.
And Dylan Burmeister, and she 8th place.
Yeah, tip of the cap to the Coastal Christian School there. They won the middle school league soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Folks, if you always wanted to learn how to make a gingerbread house, this is your chance. November 15th, you can go over to the Opera House in Booth Bay and get your classes underway, and then you can enter the gingerbread extravaganza, which happens. The class is going to begin at 3 p.m. and the doors open at 2:45. And
got a little music and movement going on up at the Whitefield Library coming right up here. That's November 2nd, 3rd. I don't know what the heck the day was.
Early bird.
But anyway, we're done.
I don't think the early bird was successful.
I don't know. I didn't go down. I stayed away.
Yeah.
I was supposed to sell raffle tickets. I completely spaced it.
Yeah.
Anyway, folks, we thank you for watching this week's version of Wuzzup. It's your happiest 30 minutes of the week. I'm Larry Sidelinger. He's the man of the mill. Bobby Little got Dinah Dave behind the camera. TV Toby here. Would you like to say goodbye? Would you like to say goodbye? Oh.
See you next week, folks.
Chase Tree and Tractor Service with 25 years of experience in tree removal. Serving the mid-coast of Maine, licensed and insured Maine arborist. Whether it's a pesky blowdown or a hard-to-get tree that needs removal. When you need an experienced professional, Jake Chase is the man for the job. Call 207-242-8961 or email him at chasetreeandtractorservice.jc@gmail.com.
LCTV is your nonprofit community media station. Please donate at lctv.org to keep us strong. Thank you.